inflation is killing retirement. And I don't mean in the way that you think I do, where you say, oh yeah, costs are higher, so it's harder for retirees. That's true. I'm not even talking about retirees here. I'm talking about people who have a ways to go before they get to retirement. I'll explain it. So a recent survey was put out by TIAA. It said that in 2022, 25% of Americans cut back on their retirement savings. 1 in 4 Americans cut back or eliminated their retirement savings because costs are going up. And I understand that that makes sense. If you think about it, you say like, okay, things are getting more expensive. And as they get more expensive, we don't have the ability to do the things that we were doing. And so we're trying to find a way to balance the scales and make that happen. Well, maybe we'll just put a little bit less away for retirement. Maybe if we put less away for retirement, we'll have more money now and we'll be able to balance things out. So the short version is, if you're thinking about cutting back on retirement savings because things have gotten more expensive and it's eating into your ability to consume, one, don't do that. It's a bad idea. It will have much larger ramifications to your retirement than you might think that it would, and I'll prove it to you. Let's say that we've got a couple, 45 years old, $150,000 of combined household income. So they're both working, they're both earning a living, $150,000 a year coming into the household. They both have retirement plans at work. They were putting away 6% of their income into retirement, and the company was giving them a 3% match. So first off, for starters, you got 9% going away for retirement. That's not ideal. As you know, I always say get to 15% if you can do it. That will help you have a better chance of meeting all of your retirement goals. You put away 15% of your money for a long period of time. By the time you get there, you should have enough to be able to meet most normal retirement goals and not have to worry about running out of money. They're not there to start with. They're at 9%, but okay. 9% certainly better than no percent, and so we'll go with it. $150,000 of combined household income, 9% per year going away between the two of them. Each is saving 6% of their pay, getting 3% from the company, and the money's just not there. The money's not there to have a little bit of extra money to, I almost said go to the movies. Nobody goes to the movies anymore. Go out to eat, go on vacation, all of that stuff. They say we got to find a way to get some extra money in. We'll cut back on retirement saving. We're going to be one of these 1 in 4 folks. We're going to do it. We're going to go from saving 6%. We'll still get the match. We'll put away 3%. We'll just put away 3% each. We still get the company match. We're still saving 6% for retirement. That'll really help freeing up that 3% per year that was going to retirement accounts on $150,000. That's $4,500 more per year in money that's coming into the household on a month-to-month basis. $375 a month before taxes. So let's say you get high twos, you get $275, give or take, maybe $300 a month of actual bottom line money that flows into the checking account now by cutting back. Say, okay, now we can do it. That $300 went a long way. We're able to do some things and we can get through this with the higher prices. What's the long-term effect on that? Well, let's say that they do that for a few years. 3 years go by. They're getting pay raises. Things settle. Inflation settles. Everyone gets used to new higher levels of cost. And that's when they say, well, we got to get back to saving. We're maybe a little bit behind because we missed out there. We had cut it back to 3%. It sounds reasonable. If you say, well, for a few years, we just put a little less money in, but what does it actually mean? This is what it means. So for 3 years, you didn't put away 3%. You didn't put away $375 per month for 36 months. Effectively, you did not put in $13,500 in your retirement accounts over a 3-year window. If you were 45 years old and you get an 8% average annual return and you planned to retire in 20 years, what kind of impact does that actually mean? $13,500 didn't go in, but it doesn't equate to $13,500 20 years from now. If you've got an 8% annual return, it's over $60,000 that is missing from retirement now just because of that 3-year partial cutback. And so I understand the temptation to do it. It's an easy way to bring in more money at a time when everything's getting more expensive, but don't focus on the now. If there's another way that you can bridge the gap or make things work, do that. Taking money now away from future you in retirement can have disastrous complications. I mean, you're talking about $60,000 missing from a plan. Does that mean that you have to work another year or 2 years? to potentially not be able to run out of money when it gets to being retirement time. If there's another way that you can balance the scales that way. Leave the retirement plans alone. It's concerning that 1 in 4 Americans pulled back on retirement savings just last year, and that's yet another effect from inflation. I understand it. I'm just saying I don't like it. And if that's something that you've thought about, if you have another way to get away from doing that, do the other way. Don't do that. So I hope that brought to light today kind of what can happen from just a very small decision when you take it out over a long period of time, and the impact it can have on future you. If you enjoy this sort of stuff, come back, watch some other stuff on the channel, subscribe. We'd love to have you. I thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I'll see you soon.